Toni Storm's the
Walking in
world
the door.
champion. Toni Storm's the champion, and she needs to be the champion for a long time.
Until Mercedes beats her. That will be a great match.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Talking about looks and appearance in wrestling, Toni Storm knows how to use sex appeal in a charismatic way. Obviously, she's not just there because of her look. She's a great world-class wrestler.
Yep.
Okay. But she's utilizing sex appeal for character development. I mean, her whole character is supposed to be like the pinup model type thing. Yeah, if you're going to use looks, use it in the right way. Do it like Toni Storm's doing it. She's capitalizing on the sex appeal, but doing it in a way that develops her character in a brilliant way. If you go back and listen to some of the other podcasts, at first, I didn't buy into Timeless Toni Storm.
Right.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
But over time, I'm like, yeah, this is good shit. This is good.
Yep.
Like, please give me more of this. Like, I want every promo. I want to listen to it that I hear. You just give her the mic, it's gold.
This is a good example of somebody that needs to be in AEW because she wouldn't be doing this in the dub right now.
No, she wouldn't be. She'd still be doing the same gimmick that she had with the jacket and the glasses and having a big butt. And that was her. That was her. I mean, that was really her gimmick.
Right.
I mean, they had the hip attack and all that. I guess she still does that.
She still does it, but
I mean, it's not like she lost the butt just because she went to AEW. So you got to use it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to use it.
Right.
But her character is so fleshed out and so multi-dimensional. You just never know what you're going to get when she gets the mic. I mean, that's what I love about it. You give her the mic, you have no idea what you're about to get.
Right.
It's one of the best new characters I've seen in wrestling in a while. I would say Timeless Toni Storm. It took a while to grow on me. It took a while. Because you remember, I didn't say I hated it. I was feeling it out.
it is definitely new. It's original.
It is.
I don't remember seeing anything even close to this.
Yeah, and I think that's why at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about this because it is so different than your traditional gimmick.
Yep.
And it's like you said, it is new. It's never been done before.
Yep.
And I just didn't know how to digest it at first. I wasn't sure where the gimmick was going. So because that's another thing too. Where's this going? And at the time I didn't know, so I had not bought into it. I did like Toni Storm.
Yeah. Because the wrestling ability was already there. So if you know anything, you knew she had that.
Yeah.
But she was just doing this kind of generic gimmick, I felt.
My name is Toni Storm and I got big hips. Right. That was the gimmick.
Yeah.
You know, and I can wrestle good.
But yeah, look, in my opinion, this has made her one of the best wrestlers in the world.
I wouldn't
She has the
disagree
total
with
package
you.
now. She has the total package. In my opinion, this is the best gimmick in the world right now. This is the best gimmick.
I'm trying to think of one to argue against you, but I'm having to think. You know,
I'm talking about like a pure gimmick. I'm not talking about where somebody's just a person. You can say that about Cody Rhodes. You can say that Cody Rhodes is just being Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
There's not like a gimmick behind it.
I know what you mean. That I know what you mean.
Yeah. So
like the Viking Raiders, that's a gimmick.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And see, that's another thing about the WWE. They can ruin a gimmick.
Yeah.
Especially coming from NXT to the main roster, they can ruin a gimmick, or they can saddle someone like LA Knight with Max Dupree.
Absolutely.
Gimmick.
God damn it, yeah.
At least in AEW, well, there's a lot of stuff I can't stand. I can't stand the trios crap. I can't stand the Lucha Brothers. I can't stand the freaking Young Bucks. All this stupid crap, and a lot of things that I think are overrated that Meltzer fawns over. Toni Storm, I can't argue with you. What better gimmick can I think of at this present moment?
Right.
At this present moment. Now, can I think of better gimmicks in wrestling history? Yes. And we're going to talk about gimmicks pretty big soon.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about gimmicks.
Speaking of that, I will say that what we're about to talk about was probably the last time you had a gimmick this good. The Bray
Fiend,
Wyatt,
any of it.
That's the last time you probably had a gimmick this fucking good.
Yeah.
So you can say Toni Storm really kind of picked up the ball and ran with it.
Yeah. The only other gimmick that I can think of that I like as much or close to as Toni Storm would be Julia Hart.
I would put them at 1 and 2 right now. I think Julia Hart has work to do in the ring, but that gimmick is fantastic.
Yeah. Female Undertaker. I mean, that's basically what it is.
Right. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And another thing, I mean, you really got to applaud Toni Storm because you couldn't just give that gimmick to anybody.
No.
Not just anybody could pull that off. She did.
I mean, she created it.
Yeah. which is why she needs to be in AEW because she would not have that freedom in WWE.
No, she wouldn't have had.
So
I mean, she was.
Toni Storm is just phenomenal. Holy shit.
Yeah.
If you look even deeper into her gimmick, you got the wrestling ability, but if you look at her ring attire, if you look at how she wraps her wrists in her hands, it's all old school. It's like from the 40s.
Yeah.
Okay, remember how Undertaker said that MJF lives his gimmick?
Yeah.
She's living the gimmick.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic.
If you took put her through a time machine and had her go fight Mae Young,
Yeah.
it would have worked.
It would work. Absolutely, it would work. That's main event shit right there.
Yeah. Which is funny because Mae Young was alive during that time period,
Right.
And wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, actively wrestling. So you could do that with her.